I'm a day late, but I'm okay because I have coffee in this great cup. It says I don't have a problem with coffee, I have a problem without coffee. Just one of the little things that I brought back from St. Charles. Hello, I'm Vicky, Stitchin' Button. Today is the 26th of September. It's Thursday instead of Wednesday. I had to do some catching up and I fell asleep last night and it was just too late to try to do a video. So today, you get me today. This is episode number 41 and I am gonna get into it. I spent the better part of a little bit over a week sewing right before I went to St. Charles, Missouri for Galleria. I I think I ended up sewing altogether 75 standard size bags and 19 accessory size bags. What I ended up taking up with me, because some of that was for orders, what I ended up taking up with me is about 35 standard bags and I don't know, maybe the 19 accessories, something around there. I didn't do too bad. It was tiring. It was a lot of work. It was tiring, a little stressful, 10 hours of driving one way. It'll get to you. But it was good. It was good. It was good to see everybody that was there. And I'm not used to people recognizing me unless I know them. So when people are saying hi to me, I'm going through my data bank and I probably had this totally blank look on my face like I should have known their name. And I couldn't believe it. They recognized me from Flosstube. Pretty cool. Of course, it's not the 7,000 that Pam and Steph have, but I thought it was pretty cool because I never even expected it. So it was great to see. I saw I don't remember everybody I saw. I'm really horrible with names. I do remember seeing the Silent Stitcher, and I saw EJ and Shelia and Ronnie and Gary, of course, and Pam and Steph, and Sharon's my new friend. Hey, Sharon. And she gave me some needle minders that she painted really cool. I'll show them. Who else did I see? Everybody I looked at, right? There were others. I know that there were others, and they're just totally coming to a blank. It was a whirlwind of a week for me. Let's see, where did I leave off? I did no stitching the week before last. I did minimal stitching last week. I sort of made myself stitch while I was up at Galleria. And then I have yet to stitch this week again. I've been playing catch up. I had closed my Etsy shop while I was gone. So yesterday I spent hours, absolute hours, going through all the needle minders to make sure all the stock was what it said it was going to be. I had to renew some stuff. I had to take some stuff off. I did the same on my Stitchin' Button group. I went and put what was available as far as all the needle minders. I added all the bags that hadn't sold. I put all those in a folder, so if you're interested in looking at any of these bags, let me know. I put them on now I know not everybody's on Facebook, but you could always email me or message me. I am Stitchin' Button Crafts on Instagram. You can message me and say, hey, show me some of these bags. I might end up putting some on there anyway, but for right now I'm just trying to do what I can to feel somewhat organized again. So I cleaned up the group, I cleaned up my Etsy, I made a mess of everything else pretty much because you know you got things to do, plus I couldn't put all this stuff away until I did my video. So let's get on with it. Like I said, there is minimal progress, but it's something, right? Before I told you guys, I was doing the Prairie Schooler Santas. This is my working copy. And that's the Santa I started with. I based it, you'd think somebody would have a needle minder on something. I'm stitching this in hand, and I think that's probably why. But anyway, I started my base color, because although the Prairie Schoolers are nice, my base color is Cupid. So I went from there to match up everything that would go with Cupid, and that's the way I'm going with the the same colorway all through. So far I've picked 5. And this is as far as I have gotten with this Santa. I stitched on him one of the nights for a little bit while we were chatting, and I pretty much just filled in some leg and left his kneecap out. That's all I got done on him. But every stitch counts, and it's a little bit more than I had before. Also, I had told Elizabeth that what I was doing, and that I told her that I was going to use her Dirty U throughout all of my pieces. Now, bear in mind, if anybody likes this color, that's great. I like it too. This is the original color. The linen is different now. It's they don't get it from the same, I mean, she orders it from the same place, but they're not getting it from the same makers. So it dyes a little bit different, and it's a little lighter. Not much. It's a shade or 2 lighter. It's got a little bit of a difference, but I'm still going to use it. I got a half yard to make sure that I had enough for everything. So that's a 32 count Dirty U from Dames of the Needle. It's still a great color. I like it as a good neutral, and obviously I'm going to have plenty to do my Santas and then some, because I still have this piece left too. So I do want to get a couple in the dark and then the rest in the lighters. So that's that. Hang on. I had warned her before I went up. I was like, you're going to need to give me, because I know she was getting ready for the show. So I made sure to earmark my half, right? I'm going to put some pictures in. I helped pack up kits, and because I have some of the parts of the one kit that I really liked, I didn't get the whole kit off of her. What I did get was the trim and the piece of fabric. I have wool. I actually have that tray. This is, I'll put a picture in right here of what the tray looks like. It's really cute, guys. If you don't mind finishing, or if you can hand it off to somebody else to finish, it's a 4-inch tray, and hers is pre-painted. I'm just going to have to paint my own. And you use some batting. After you do the stitching, it says measure twice, stitch once. It has a beehive, as you can see in the picture I'm showing, and the bird. And in the empty space, you actually attach a magnet up under the stitching. Now, you're going to use 3 pieces of batting and or interface. So you're going to put it under the top layer of interface so the magnet doesn't show. It doesn't show a big lump. And then you'll have 2 others under it, and stretch it around and set it in the box, or glue it, however else you're going to get it to stay in there. So that then you take wool and you make these circles like pennies, and you attach buttons, and there's a magnet inside that, and you put that on your scissors, and it magnetizes your scissors into the scissor tray. It's a really cute idea. So I'm going to stitch that up too, but I only got what I needed off of her for that. So that's that. What else? I did get one more thing off of her when we were packing up. Let me take it out of this pile. I really like this color, and it's only a small piece. It's only 13 by 9.5. So I snagged it off of her. It's called Limited Edition Green. But I thought this was really cool. And you can check out her Etsy site for different limited editions and other colors. She's got some really cool newer colors. I know we sold a lot of the Egg Hunt, which is a turquoise color of her rickrack and stuff that went with this trinket box pattern that she had available since Nashville, actually. And the picture that she has on Etsy, if you look at it, just imagine it brighter. I'm trying to see if I have a color, because honestly, the Egg Hunt is almost this bright. It's not as dull as what it looks like in the picture. She said she had a really hard time photographing that picture, that color, very well. So that's what I got from Dames of the Needle. And I'm going to write notes so I remember to put everything down in the description box in case you are actually interested in taking a look. Alright, Santa. And then I went down a second night for stitching. I only went down to the stitching room and actually stitched twice. And that was Saturday night. I went down and we were sitting around and I decided to stitch on Elegant Squid. Hashtag just call me Ellie. I didn't get tons done, but again, every little bit counts. And I finished up the green in this area here and continued over there. So I was doing some fill it in over here just to get that done. Actually, I might have done there and there. It's not much, but it's something. And it's more than halfway finished, which is the big deal, right? More than halfway. And I did see Tracy while I was there from Ink Circles, and I bought her limited edition kit, and I'll show that in just a minute. So that's all the stitching I did there. Again, this is on Silkweaver fabric, Spring Garden, Silkweaver fabric, and Romys threads, who was also there, and I went out and had dinner with her and the other Italian designers. And these are the threads from Romy, Dark Shadow, and River Rock. So those are the colors I'm using. If you like them, go get you some. Elegant Squid, I'll show you here so I don't have to add yet another picture. That's what hers looks like. I went with the lighter gray instead of a dark ominous squid. Made it a little bit brighter, cheerier. Loving it. It's really an easy stitch. Our room was right next to Beck's Twist, so I got to go in her room a few times, as a matter of fact. One of the times I went in there was to get the limited edition, or the, I don't know if it's going to be limited edition, or if it's just going to be, you know, first time out type thing. And this is what I bought. This is actually isn't for me. Somebody asked me to buy, actually 2 people asked me if I could get them, and then the one arranged to have one brought to her, so I didn't need to get it. I did get this for somebody else. But what I did do is I bought an extra T-ball, because I have a lot of her smalls, and I figured I can do what I want. My idea also, and I don't even know if she has the idea in the kit. I didn't open it. Hey, Debbie, I'm opening up your kit just so I could see it. Alright? I promise I won't steal anything. Stitch with 1 thread over 2 and 2 threads over 2, your choice. It's a T-ball, it's a 2 3/4 inch tea infuser. I'm assuming this would be for something like a gallon of tea. It's not one of the smaller ones. It uses she has 4 DMC colors that are in here. I don't want to open up the pattern, but I did ask her about what needle she used, and it's a sharp. It's a very thin sharp. So, and she puts it on this little piece of felt. So, threads, the little sharp, because that's a fine screen you got there. But I'm sure any kind of thinner gauge sewing needle will work for that. I think that's a great idea. What I've thought of, which I was rabbit trailed away from, is after I make mine, I want to put cloves and cinnamon stick in mine. I think that'll be really cool. It'll make it smell pretty. Okay. Also, when you bought anything, you got a free chart. I ended up with 2. Had I realized that the one was in my bag, I would have given it back, because this will randomly be put in something I send out for somebody. There's a snail on it and a bird. It's the pattern, but it's a free pattern. And the pattern's actually by Needle Art by Marjorie Massey. It's not, it says many thanks from Teresa. Oh! That wasn't the freebie from Beth. This is actually the freebie from Teresa, KittenStitcher, Teresa Vanette. Because I bought something out of there. Somehow I ended up with 2 of these. I don't know. But, again, it's a freebie. It's very cute. And one of them will go randomly to somebody next time I mail something. Since I mentioned her, I might as well show you what I bought from hers. She had a lot of stuff. It was almost a little overwhelming, and I was trying to keep, you know, low on the spending. This is a piece of 32 count elixir. It's a fat quarter, and it's my first piece of XJU. There we go. It's a green. I thought it'd go great with some of those Halloweens, you know, because I don't have any Halloween patterns. But I thought it would go great with some of the Halloween patterns, and it was my number, 32. That's my favorite count, so I picked that up. So she had a ton of fabrics from tons of people, which I thought was great. And I wanted to get a piece of hers, but after I bought this, I was in a rush, and I never made it back to go buy a piece of her hand-dyed stuff. The only one that I saw was, it was 40 count, and I didn't want 40, I wanted 32 or 36. But I got this, and that's good enough. What else? I have a finish. Let me get to that real quick. I'll show you. I finished Audrella. Again, this is on Witch's Brew, Dames of the Needle, Witch's Brew. I know she can't get 35 count anymore, but she can get 36 and 32. And I had her make some more without that, because there's some that have blue spots in it, which is nice. And there's some that don't have the blue spots. I had her make some without the blue spots. This is called Scary One, hashtag Audrey is a Scary One. Audrella. And I used Victoria Motto sampler threads along with whatever else I felt like. I think I put in some weeks. I might have put in some Gentle Arts. I know I have a House of Embroidery in there, and I just went with it. I'm happy with the way it turned out. I'm not sure how I want to finish it. I'm not sure if I have a frame to put it in or if I'm going to have to mount it on something, but it's got to go on something. I love it. She's all done. Nice and green. Works for me. And needs to be ironed. Obviously, I told you I was short on time. Alright. Another room that I went into was Color and Cotton. And I didn't get any fabric because I had bought the XJU and I had bought one from Fabrics by Stephanie, which I'll show you in a moment. So, but I did want to get something, so I bought 2 random colors of threads. The colors I got that I purchased are Mermaid's Folly and Windsor. This is like a purpley gray color. I thought that was pretty cool, and that's a nice bright turquoise. And I might have like 1 or 2 other skeins that people have sent me, but I don't have a lot of Color and Cotton. So I did buy that, and I'm trying to go through. Let's jump around some more. This is the freebie from Beth at Heartstring. It says, every day I'm pumpkinin', and all day pumpkin spice every day. I thought they were cute. I don't know. I might just pass this on to somebody that really likes pumpkin spice. Or I might have to make a gift, right? So let's put those together. I have stuff to do after I'm done this video. I also went in to see Stephanie from lindystitches, and like I said, I was sort of trying to limit myself to just, because you can spend a whole bunch of money while you're up there. I said, let me just spend a little bit, and I gave in and I bought Mr. and Mrs. Delicious. I think I want to do it, so they're facing each other. I told somebody if they're not facing each other, it's going to be like they're mad, and then I'm going to have to stitch like a divorce decree right here. So I think I want to stitch them together, and I want them facing each other. And I also got these from her. She actually has a tray outside, a whole bunch of acorns, and she made these. I thought they were cute. They'll have to go in a bowl. And then she gave me the little freebie of the turtle, which is really cute. Alright, put that over there. I went into, because I have to go see Teresa and her stuff, plus my model. I will put a picture in here. This is what I stitched for Teresa Curry last year, and she released it at Galleria today. It is the Autumn Truck. there may be more to come. She did hint to me that I might be getting another package in the mail. So, to stitch some more, which is fine. I like the way she finished it, and they sold out at market, and she's going to have to be doing a whole bunch more printing, and she'll be getting those out to the shops soon. It's really cute. Just to let you know that the truck takes a skein and some of holly from Weeks Dye Work, so you're going to need more than one skein for it. While I was in there, I made sure to buy a couple of her charts. Two of the ones that really have caught my eye, and I know they're not brand new because I saw them at Nashville, but I didn't pick them up right away. The spooky one, because it's a cauldron, and then the books, the Book of Spells. I thought that was cute, and I know Gary picked it up too, so he and I might have to do a stitch alone, you know, because Gary will finish and I'll still be here going, I got it done soon, right? So I bought those from Teresa. When I bought those, she was selling these little bags that a friend of hers made, and I bought two because they're like a little set. It's sock monkeys. This is the larger bag. This is the smaller bag. This came in handy while I was there because then I didn't have to carry a big purse. I just put everything right in here, and it snaps back shut. See, these tabs. Oh, that looks like a howler. Anyway, there's two of them. And I bought both of them. Love them. If you're really interested in this, I know she didn't have any more sock monkey fabric, but she had others and other fabrics that were cute. And I'm not sure she'll still have them in hand, but you can always contact her. She's got her Needle Bling Designs group page, or you might be able to message her somehow. Just throw her a line and see if what they have available, what else she has available if you're interested, because I know she had some left. Ink circles. Speaking of ink circles, earlier I had to stop in, say hi to Tracy, and I had to get her kit. I know it's numbers, but you know what sold me? The flower pot. Because if it was just going to be numbers, I was going to, nah, I'm good, right? No, I had to. It's an addition table. It's not a multiplication table. It's just an addition table. And she put these flowers in, and I thought that was really cute. It came with everything. It had the little flash card. Everything's on a flash card. It had the fabric, and it's got a needle, and you had a choice between 32 or 36 count. She put 32 plus 36 equals 68. I got the 32 because that's my number. I also later on got this off of her. She was giving these out. She's like, here, have a coloring book. That's really cute. I don't color, but I have a friend that does and has tons of pencils and stuff. So, Gina, this is probably going to go in your pile because I thought, as soon as I saw it, I thought of you. And I know you got a bajillion and one pencils. I did stop in, like I said, to Fabrics by Stephanie. And I was able to swipe up some 32 count. This one is a 18 by 26. So that's going to be a fat eighth. No. Fat quarter. And it's called Liberty. And there's a glare because I'm not taking it out of the package. But it's red and blue, you get the gist. It's patriotic to go with my many patriotic things. And or maybe a memorabilia. There's options right there. She said it's very popular and it's one of her least favorite to make because it's a pain. It takes extra processes. But she does a great job at it. I also went into Romina's little shop and I found this really cute kit. Look at this hedgehog. He's also got a hole at the top so you can dangle him from something. You can make him into an ornament. You can make him into a fob of some sort. I think it's cute. It is a kit. 2 strands for the cross stitch and the back stitching. And she also gave me this. It's Swarovski crystals. And there's a rainbow going down. It's my initial. So I need to do some beading later. I'll take that out so maybe you'll be able to see it better. I need to do some beading this weekend to finish up some bag stuff. So it's like double bag. I'm thinking when I do that, I should make myself either a scissor pull, a scissor fob, or a zipper pull. I think I'm gonna go more I don't know. Probably a scissor fob. I think that's really cute. It's got some blingy going on to it. I don't know how good you can see it. There we go. It's like Vegas going on there. Put this back in the bag before I lose it, right? Because I'm a hot mess. Alright. That was Romy. When I met up with Ronnie and Gary, and then I went to registration, they made sure that I was able to get one of their needle minders. Garon toting bags. So I got one of those. And then when I forget what night it was. I think it was either Wednesday or it had to have been like Thursday night. Thursday or Friday. I went down to the stitching room, got a couple stitches in, and that's it. But I was talking with Sharon from the Crockpot Friday group, and she gave me these. Look how cool. Look at the little detail, the little curly cues and stuff. Both needle minders, and they're signed on the back. So I will be using those. I was able to get some freebies. So, Papillon, butterfly, French country butterfly. I did the the witch. I thought this was cute. That'll be good with a really nice modeled over die. I also picked up Awesome in My Autumn with from Trail Creek Farm. Do you remember they did a lot of stuff with pillows? Those would be cute as fobs. I was looking at that thinking they'd be cute as fobs. Also was able to get Pretty Pumpkins from Glendon Place. So I for some reason I thought I had this, but I didn't. So I'm glad I was able to swipe that up. Pumpkin Patches from Full Circle. I think there's, I don't know, maybe it's got some highlighting on it. Are there? There's specialty stitches on it. That's okay though. I like learning new ones, right? I think that's cute. And I think I have one of those buttons. If not, I have it. Pumpkin button. There's a spiral. It's pretty much called, it's Spiral. From Jardin Privé. And it's a black work. They show it in different colors on the back. They show it in red and blue also. That would be cute with a really cool modeled over die. Maybe some of those silks for you or something. I picked up for my boys, it's No Place Like Home sampler. The blue in that house, what color blue is that? Let's see. I really like that color. Deep Sea from Weeks Dye Works. Love that color. I picked up Doubles Imagine from Sam Sarah. And they call it doubles because you can cross stitch and you can do applique. So that's the wool version, that's the stitched version. There's no button with this, but I have buttons anyway. This is also highlighted. It's okay, doesn't matter. You can still read it though, right? I need to start doing some applique. I have tons of wool. Here's another for my boys, Pumpkins 3 for Thee. And I think all those are cross stitch. Those are cute. doubles bloom, and this is the same thing. There's an applique and there's a cross stitch pattern on it. Very cute. And another For My Boys Autumn Splendor, and for some reason I thought I had this too, and I don't, so I'm glad it popped up. I think that's really cute. And you can take parts of these and make them into fobs too. Then the last one I was able to get was My Big Toe, The Pursuit of Happiness. It says Life, Liberty, and The Pursuit of Happiness. And it shows this, and then you use these buttons for flowers. And I'm sure you could stitch it in or find other flowers too, but I think that's really cute. And that was it for St. Charles. I'm trying to think if I left out any tidbits. Any St. Charles tidbits. I don't know. I'll put pictures in at the end of a whole bunch of us getting together and taking selfies, because you do. And when I came home, I had mail. I had ordered, so I got my threads in. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. On my way home, well, on my way to Elizabeth and then home, we stopped and we saw Jen and Mike from the Whole Stitch and Caboodle. We met them over in Kentucky, close to their house, and we went to this little pizza Italian place. It's got pizza and real food, and I ended up having real food. I got lasagna, and it was good. It didn't taste like Chef Boyardee, and I think it was called Turtellinis, and there'll be pictures in. I'll put pictures in. It was cute. The food was good, and there was enough room for us to sit and talk. And matter of fact, as we were going in, the last of the ones that were eating were coming out, so we had the place to ourselves for a while before more people came in. So it was great visiting with them. And when I did, I don't have it in here right now, she gave me a Lazy Susan, and it's got a big old rooster on it. It's really cute. She gave it in a bag, which I had all this stuff in, and then she also delivered a chart that came via my friend J Long called Tired Trio. I was going to order it, and J Long went and ordered it for me before I got to pay. Thank you, J Long. You know I'm going to stitch that. I need to make another sloth bag. I know I still have sloth fabric. I have to make some more of those bags. I also, before I left, I placed an order with my friend April. April does woodwork, and I will link her below. I know I have before. She's got an Etsy shop. I'm not sure she has anything in it, but she is selling off her Facebook, and she sells barnwood doors. Her name's April Taylor, and it's Homestead Needleworks. Needleworks ends in an ES, not in an S. And here's the tags. She had put some tags in there. I bought a black one and a gray one because I already had a blue one. She was selling, so I bought these two. And incidentally, after I purchased these, Becky from Lucy Beam Love and Stitches had a sale for her birthday. And it was, I think her birthday was on the 13th. So she said take 13% off her store. And I bought this because guess what it's on? It's on one of April's boards. And I thought, why not? I think it's cute. It says all my fishes. All my friends live under the sea. Big old whale. Very cute. So I already need a board anyway, right? Also, when I got home, more mail was here. And that was my threads. I think this actually came the day I left because I got a notification in the mail. And I'm pretty sure this was it. And these were the colors for this month. This one's like, it's not black, it's like a really dark green. It's like a green-black. So we've got Black Forest. Wow, look at that, a green-black Black Forest. This one is just called Hand-Dyed Fibers. It's equal to 3821. It's a bright yellow. This one's called Red Rose. No DMC conversion on that one. This one's called Amazon Parrot, nice bright green. This is like a Gary green. Definitely. Then there's September Rose. Nice mauve color. And then there's another green, Garden Gate. So now I get to put those with the gaggle of others that I have. One more thing that I had in the mail was an unexpected gift. And it's from Slub Lovers, Candice. And besides what she wrote in the card, there's a little note that says, sorry for the glitter herpes. Because there's glitter on the card. Well worth it. She sent me more of the Aussie Pride. She said she wasn't feeling it, so she figured she sent it to me. She knew I was using it for something. And her miniature, she's killing me. She's got the patience of Job, I swear. Look at this. This little flower. And then on the other side, it's a dragonfly. So now I've got another doodad. I love you, Candice. Pet the kitties for me. Okay, don't get weird. She's got cats, 2 of them. That's what we're talking about, okay? Alright. Sometimes you gotta clarify. Alright. And then I purchased one more thing. And that's this chart. Because I don't need to be in Etsy, but I was in Etsy doing my stuff, and I was like, ooh, let's see what my notifications say. Well, UnconventionalX Stitch was having a sale, and one of the ones that I had liked was on sale. So I was able to purchase this one. Love that elephant. That is so cool. Not like I don't have an elephant going on with my animal magnetism, but I thought this was nice. So after I bought it, it's a download. I just printed out the first page so I could show it. I think their sale is still going on, so I can put them below, and you can go check them out. Of course, if you watch this video in a month, I bet you missed the sale. Just saying. Right? Plans. I have some bags to sew. I should stitch something. I haven't done homework in Magical Stitches. This is my 3rd week not doing any homework. Although I still have time, right? So we'll see. I'm not sure. I have to go look at the homework. I haven't even read it for this week. That's how belligerent I am. I'm just busy. I also have some beading to do this weekend so I can get some stuff out. Otherwise, oh, I had jury duty today. They did not pick me. I can't see why not. No. Anyway, they should never call me. I live with a deputy that works in the jail. And I don't really qualify. Anyway, I sat there. We were there until, we had to be there at 8:45. Around 11:15, they said, go head out for lunch and be back at 1. Okay. So, twist my arm. I went out. I came back at 1, about 1:15. Judge came up and said, we're not going to need you, thanks, and sent us home. So there goes $15 for sitting around and going to lunch. It is what it is. We're good for another 12 months at least before we're pulled, so that's a good thing. Get that done and over with. Rip it off like a Band-Aid. I will put pictures of St. Charles at the end of the video. Hopefully it'll cooperate with me this time, because it's been driving me crazy. And keep a lookout. If you're interested in any of the bags, definitely give me a holler. You can even email me at stitchinbutton@gmail.com, and I'll show you some real quick, and then we'll go to photos, and you can move on. I have a bunch of the smalls. I have the bacon and eggs. I have the Wonder Women, Supergirls, Big Girl Panties, some Halloween. That's the smalls. And then as far as the standard bags, there's Frida. I don't want to write on it. There's Liberty and USA. Patriotic Cakes. It's Wonder Woman. And the Supergirls. Then I have a few of the bacon and eggs. Cute bags. I've got a cat bag. I have this coffee bag. The seed packets, gardening bag. I still have one of the, I had a whole bunch of this fabric, so I'll have one of these forever. A smooth sea. You think I'd remember what it said? Never, never made a skillful sailor. Owls. Coffee Diva. Got some Ouija and scary things. We've got a couple of these ones. Witches and bats. And then we have these witches and jack-o'-lanterns and bats. And then we've got the witches with jack-o'-lanterns on the inside. I've only got one of these. It's the black cat, and I put an orange-black polka dot. I've only got one of these. It's a hexie with the polka dot. I've got 3 of these. That skull with the spiders on the inside. And then I have some more bags I need to finish up, because if they're cut out, I might as well finish them up and have them available, right? But it won't be anything like it was before I left. Alright, I am done. I have some cleaning up to do. And thanks for sticking it out with me for past 42 minutes. Not sure how long the pictures it'll take. I'm not sure how long the pictures will take, but it won't be too long. There's not that many, just some. Have a good one. I'll see you in a couple weeks.